Hey there everyone, this is Phantom Celebi, and I wanted to tell you about some mods that I use in my game to make transgender Sims. I did a video a while ago about making Sims that are LGBT, and I showed how all the mods I have in my game make LGBT Sims, but I didn't specifically state what would be the best way to make transgender Sims, mainly because I personally couldn't, give you a direct answer. And at the end of the day, I found some great mods over time that gives you transgender Sims. And I think it's great, actually. It's pretty awesome. Because, when you're doing a story where you're featuring a Sim that is transgender, it's always so hard to work with what EA has given you. Like the EA Maxis body types. They're great and all, but they don't give you everything you need to make more accurate Sims. So a lot of these mods are kind of more supportive towards FTM, which is female to male. But one of the mods is actually useful for making male to female. So I think it's definitely awesome to be, because I would say basically female to male Sims are a little harder to make than male to female. But only because the whole chest issue. Okay, so in both cases, naturally, you can't give female Sims a flat chest, and you can't give male Sims breasts. So the mods that I have in the description are mods that'll give you a flat chest on a female Sim and some breasts on a male Sim. And before we talk about anything, I just want you to know I'm just basing on what the game has. These Sims by no means are any gender other than what they are. So this is a boy, that's a girl, these are boys. No matter what biologically they started out as, they are still who they are. And anybody who goes against what's going on in someone's life isn't beneficial in their life. That's my opinion. And before we continue as well, I would have to say, depending on how you feel about the whole non-binary people being transgender thing or not, I think one of the mods I'm going to talk about in this video would benefit both transgender Sims and non-binary Sims. So I would say give everything a shot, okay? Okay, so the first few mods I'm going to be talking about are optional mods that you don't need for the gameplay to be alright, and they're the Bouncing Boobs mod. This is by Tonic Mole, and this is not just good for transgender male to female, but also just for female Sims in general, because it's it adds a bit of femininity. Next mod is the hair physics mod, and basically it's the same thing. It adds a bit of femininity. If you're gonna have to choose between either the Bouncing Boobs mod or the hair physics, I'm pretty sure more people will pick the hair physics. I didn't pick it because I don't think it adds enough femininity. At that, it only works with Maxis match hair. So if you are somebody who doesn't use Maxis match hair all that often, it really sucks for you, because it's no, it's not great for me, because after I'm done working on my Sims town, I'm gonna go back to using all my mod hair. So it's I don't know, this mod isn't for me, but the Bouncing Boobs mod definitely is, because I like the idea of my Sims jogging and everything, and seeing their bodies moving and being more fluid, and making it look like they're actually moving around. So I think that just that adds a little to the whole aesthetic of your character. But yeah, now to the mods that are more likely to give you what you need for your transgender Sims. First mod is a mod that I think everybody has, to be honest. Is Slice of Life. Slice of Life is a mod that gives you basically life things, you know, like different types of life cycles, different types of feelings, different things when a character is pregnant, when a character is not pregnant, when things happen, when they get cheated on, they get text messages, they get all sorts of things. But Slice of Life specifically has two things that is great for transgender Sims, because it gives you a menstrual cycle, which I'm gonna say on top of the menstrual cycle you get from Wicked Whims, this is great. By the way, Kawaii Stacie did something that I was so happy that she did with the mod, is she added an option to be able to, like, change around the cycle. Like, it's not, like, completely compatible like it is, like, that was something I kind of wanted, where it was completely compatible with Wicked Whims, which I feel is an essential mod now. Like, if you're gonna do anything that has to do with physical health of any sort, Wicked Whims is a mod you have to have. So the other option that you get from Kawaii Stacie's Slice of Life mod is that it halts periods as well. So you can do a whole storyline where the character is an FTM sim, and you can give them a pill, and that will halt their period. Or, like, you can make it kind of like they're taking testosterone, because that is something that FTM Sims do. I mean, I would like it if I had an equivalent option for the male to female Sims, but I mean, that's all I have for that, but I still think it's pretty cool. So, yeah. And so, Slice of Life and Wicked Whims are the mods that I'm going to be featuring for this. Next mod. Okay. So, next mod is by PigeonHome, and it is an FTM clothing. It's not a mod per se, but rather custom content that you can add to your game. If you're somebody who likes to dress up your FTM characters, but, like, you notice that all of the outfits that are, like, specifically made for females are, they have chests on them. And it's like, I can imagine somebody who's FTM being very uncomfortable with that. PigeonHome makes Maxis match clothing that is, like, great for somebody trying to do a FTM character. The next mod I'm talking about is the Foggity... Ooh, hit the mic stand. Woo! The Foggity Genderless mod, which works for, like, this is the mod I was talking about. It works for if your character is transgender. It works if your character is not transgender. It works if your character is non-binary. It's great because it's like everybody gets called they. They have gender-neutral pronouns. They have gender-neutral titles. So you're not someone's uncle. You're not someone's aunt. Like, there's no different changes. Like when you look at somebody who's your family member, it'll say certain thing like sibling's child or something like that. So it's great for somebody who doesn't want to put a whole thing where they're basically gendering their character. I think this is perfect for me. So next mod is the LGBT mod by Pimp My Sims 4. Or, I don't know, but, like, I linked you to their Patreon. Anyway, the Patreon link has the mod. It's free to download. It's got a bunch of features. They updated it so it works great. And on to the next modder. This will actually be the modder that gives you the chest for this lady right here. And the name of the modder is Colonol Nutty. Or it could be Colonel. It looks like Colonol, though. I'm not gonna lie. But I know for a fact that somebody on Twitter told me that people don't actually like Colonol Nutty. They never explained why they don't like them. And, like, there are people on Discord who don't like their mods, I think what it has to do is some of those mods are kind of messed up. Like the one that involves kidnapping people, and the one that involves, I'm pretty sure there's a mod that involves, assaulting people. But, like, I'm putting into consideration this is a fetish website, mostly. The Lovers Lab, so it's meant for people who are doing sex-related roleplay. And I put that into consideration. But, like, this mod can be used for something other than that. So, just putting that out there. So, they have a bunch of mods that you have to put in together. One of them is a, to use their mods, you have to install something called the Sims 4 Community Library, which you use that for all their basic mods. Then you download a mod called the mod settings thing, and that'll allow you to go through their mod settings just by shift clicking, and you can see their mods. And the mod that we'll actually be working with to change the chest on a male sim is called custom gender settings. And I'm linking all of these so you don't have to go through the Lovers Lab, because I know for a fact if you go directly to that website, you're gonna get hit with tons and tons and tons of porn. Like, I'm giving you all the links to this stuff so that you don't have to go through all of that. Hopefully my efforts are not in vain. And, I mean, if you don't want to go through the whole thing where you're changing this, I would say definitely try, like, something else. I think, like, there are different sliders you can use to make the chest bigger. It doesn't give as accurate as a result, though, as this does. Like, this gives you an amazing result. Sorry. But yeah, it gives you amazing results, and I think it looks good, to be honest. Like, you can tell still that it's a male sim because they have an Adam's apple. And you can see that, like, they have some male-like features, but, like, it's got the feminine frame, which makes it work. I like this because it's, like, you can make a more, like, a more better-looking transgender sim that looks more like something that you would see in person. The next mod is by Marlynsims, and it's called the Gender Dysphoria Trait / mod. So basically the Gender Dysphoria Trait mod type thing, it gives you a trait that gives you gender dysphoria. I believe Eric is the one who has the gender dysphoria. I only put it on one of the Sims at the moment. I was thinking of putting it on all of them at some point, but I also want to put into consideration that some people don't have gender dysphoria, but body dysmorphia. So, depending on what type of condition you have that makes you uncomfortable, I don't want to just, like, shove that on all my Sims who have a problem being transgender. So, I'm just gonna, like, put that on Eric and maybe, like, a few of the other Sims. I'm gonna be choosy with whom I give that trait to. But yeah, like, basically what it is, it's like, it's in your settings, and, like, let's see. I think I have to click on somebody else for this to start up. Okay, let's see. Oh, I remember now. I'm sorry, I'm just, like, dumb. But yeah, you have to go into your, friendly options. I'm also on the wrong sim. Oh, no wonder I'm not seeing anything. But yeah, like, you just go into your friendly options, and you'll get all these wonderful options, and some of them will have to do with being transgender. Okay, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, you can explain your preferred pronouns. You can talk about your gender dysphoria. You can talk about, like, hating bras. You can, like, talk about all this stuff that, like, normally you wouldn't have the option for when talking to people. You'll also get, like, moodlets that'll pop up that'll say, like, certain things you're feeling, like you're feeling insecure, you're feeling, like, upset about certain things. Just like with the LGBT mod, where it gives you, like, all sorts of things that'll happen, this mod does that too. Oh, I forgot to mention with the LGBT mod, if you encounter a homophobe, you can also get a thing that says that you are a victim of a hate crime, which works great if you're, like, trying to do a story for a LGBT sim and they're going through a lot. It's like, I don't know, I love that type of, like, immersion. It's definitely what my cup of tea when it comes to that kind of stuff. Okay, next mod is by someone named PC Nerd, and they are on the Lovers Lab, and it is the flat-chested Sims mod, and it gives you flat-chested Sims. The main purpose of it was to give something that I also agreed with them, like, it's kind of crazy that we don't have flat-chested Sims. I mean, by default, they should give you sliders to allow you to make smaller-chested Sims. Like, the only option that you have is basically to, use a male sim to make a flat chest. But, like, that sucks, because, like, they're technically not female. But yeah, like, with this mod, it'll give your Sims a flat chest, but it won't give you, like, the proper nipple size. So the mod after that is called Wild Guys Female Body Details, and I'm calling this the Better Nipples mod, because, like, the nipples that you get from, like, the game or in general don't look that great, so with this mod, it gives you a bunch of stuff, but it also gives you nice looking nipples. So there you go, better nipples. Then there's a person named MizoreYukii, and their mod is on Sims Fileshare, and it's called Invisible Tops and Bottoms. What it'll do is it'll allow you to have a like a topless character that's female, and it won't, like, get blurred out by the censoring thing from Wicked Whims. I mean, I know I have that, mainly because I don't want to see full-on weird nudity everywhere. And even though I don't have mods that would involve them having sex, like, I don't have, like, the animations, I still kind of find it annoying to randomly see characters nude. So I have, like, a censoring thing, and this will bypass that because it's not with Wicked Whims. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna end this here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, and subscribe for more spastastic content, and I will see you in the next one. Peace, goodbye.